Welcome back to my channel, What Dugan Thinks. I'm Jim. Good to have y'all back. Newcomers as well. Thank you for the recent people that have subscribed. I really appreciate it. If you could like this video and subscribe, that would be awesome. So today we're going to talk about two Holy Grail guns. This is a Colt Mustang 380 that I picked up. And this is a Colt Python. Let's start off with the Colt Python. I bought this gun in 2015. It is a 6-inch barrel, 357 Magnum, in really good shape. This is about buying your guns inexpensively and what your options are and how to buy them. Pawn shops are a good option, or at least they used to be, not so much these days. The Python, I put a little short out there, people guessing the price that I paid for it. This gun was made in 1977. It's an original, and they've come back out with them, but I do believe that this gun is probably one of the better guns. And I want you to look at this trigger on this gun. I'm going to hold it this way so you can see. It's phenomenal. Alright, so if you guys like to guess, I'll give you a minute or two. A second or two, actually. Paid $150 for this gun. The backstory on it is, I had an employee of mine that was in need of money back in 2015 and approached me one afternoon and said, would I be interested in a revolver? And I said, sure, I'm always interested in a gun. Can't have too many, right? So, long story short, sure as shit, he shows up the next day with the gun. I had the cash in hand. I brought a couple $300 with me just because I wasn't sure what he was going to ask for it. I didn't know what it was even. He says, I really need $150. And I said, well, let's see the gun and see what you have, and we'll figure out a price. When he showed me this gun, I was floored. I knew what it was. Back then it was not nearly as much in value as it is today. I said, sure, I'll give you the $150. So I was worried that it was going to be hot. So I got a buddy of mine with the sheriff's department to check it, and it was not. That's the good news. The gun today is worth approximately $2,000. I've seen them go for more than that on Gunbroker. But I feel like a solid figure on it's about $2K. Let's move on to the Mustang. This is one of my Holy Grail guns as well. The backstory on this was, I've been looking for one for about 5 or 6 years. And I finally ran across a blued one that was not in great condition, but I wanted it so bad I didn't care, so I gave a guy $600 for that gun. And I was happy with it for the most part. Then a neighbor of mine had passed away, and I got word through some other neighbors that she had a gun that she didn't want in the house anymore. It was her husband's. And I heard it was another revolver. I said, well, I really don't need another revolver, but I'll come look at it. You know, you never turn down the opportunity, right, to look at a gun. So I get over there, and she comes out with this little blue box. And I'm like, okay, that's a Colt. That's a good sign. I open it up, and this sat in there. Like the Holy Grail of my Holy Grails because of the model and so forth. I'm going to put a picture on the screen. It's real blurry. I couldn't do a better picture because it came from a very old iPhone back in the day. Just for another backstory on this, I bought this gun in 2013 and I paid $450 for it. It was made in 1991, and basically the gun had a great big huge water stain on it. So I said it'd be worth a lot more money if it was in better shape. When I pulled it out of the case and I went like this, the water stain laid right up here on the top. I was able to get 99.9% of it out, but it had heavily pitted into the gun. But it was still prettier than the one that I had, so I sold that one, broke even, and then I used some compounds on this and got it down to where I wanted it to be, and then I re-sandblasted the top of it because it was originally sandblasted. You could look at it and see it, and I'll show you the different pictures as, you know, I got it cleaned up and everything. Like I said, they're blurry, but I'm very happy with the gun. So this leads me into my next thing. I'm going to go through probably 15 or 20 guns that I've bought over the years going forward to show you what you can buy guns for if you really look around and do your homework. You can purchase them from next to nothing to where you think it's fair or it's at market, depending upon the gun. I've got Lugers, I've got Rhinos, I've got all kind of stuff to show you guys. I also have a mishap with this gun that I'm going to do a video on later down the road. I actually had a misfire. You know, it's like the motorcycle theory. It's not if you're going to fall, it's when you're going to fall. And I call this an accidental shooting, but actually it's a lapse in judgment and it's stupidity on my part discharging this in the house. I don't want to say it's an accident. It was the lack of judgment. And it was one of the golden rules that were broke. So with that said, I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys learned something, that you can buy guns on the down low and a little cheaper than normal. You just got to keep your ear to the ground. Oh, by the way, this gun today I think is going to be somewhere between $750 and $900. I paid $450 for it. It's not quite as good a deal as I got on the other one, but it's damn good still. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Catch you on the next video.